still invest in commercial property no matter where the economy is going? Now, I know there's lots of doom and gloom out there, and some people think that, well, the market isn't going so well, and we've got business that's defaulting, we've got lots of things happening in this market, the economy is not stable. Should I still invest in commercial property because that is tenant-based and business-based? Now, one of the big things about investing in a property type or class like commercial property, it's not a blanket, it's definitely not a blanket announcement to say, hey, the economy is going down, because let me tell you, in certain economies, certain properties and certain type of tenant do better. So for example, now, if we're in a recession, then you're gonna find your fish and chips, your pizzas, your takeaways do much better than your sit-in restaurants. You're gonna find that your little luxury items, so not your huge luxury brand like your Louis Vuittons or Chanel's, but you're gonna find your little luxury items like the upmarket cosmetics, the upmarket perfumery, the upmarket, a little bit of difference in the market that's quirky, handbags or clothing or usury items, but you'll also find your upmarket hairdressers, your upmarket beauty salon do a little bit better on their upmarket products. Why? It's because people still want to treat themselves. They want to treat themselves in the market because they're working harder, longer, and they're juggling more things, right? They may be cutting back on things such as nannies for childcare, outings for kids, additional classes, or they might be going, we're not going to go out to dinner this week, we're not going to go to a show this month, whatever it is, they are cutting back, right? But they will still reward themselves even though it's longer. So that means that instead of going to the hairdresser every month, they might go every 6 weeks, but they're still going to keep their hairdresser, right? But they may do more services. They might go, well, you know what, to make me feel better, I'm going to get an extra blow dry. I might get my eyelashes done. I might get my facial done, right? I'm going to use that, but less of it, right? So I'm saving money here, but I'm going to use a proportion of the money. So if I'm saving $100 a week, I might use $20 of that to buy myself my favorite lipstick, right? Or I might save up for my favorite pair of shoes. So this is what happens in the economy in a downturn. But also there's a lot more lifestyle products that are now out there, or lifestyle businesses that are out there that are really capturing people's health and wellness. So not only eating right, but Pilates, on those reformer machines, cycling, spin classes, different kind of gym classes, dance classes, golfing, all of those things that are not costing people a bucket load, but people are engaging with the community and everyone else, because that's what COVID has brought out of people, is going out there, engaging with the community, and that's what they're looking to achieve with these little classes. Might cost them $20 a week, 30 or $40 a week, right? Where they're giving up the rest of their, whatever they're doing, right? So when you're looking at commercial property and where you should be investing in the current market, look at where you are in the cycle, look at what the trends are, where people are spending the money, and choose those tenants, right? Maybe don't choose a convenience store. Maybe don't choose an everyday mum and dad cafe where there's 3 or 4 cafes in the area, but maybe choose a pet shop, maybe choose a vet, maybe choose a hairdresser, right? Maybe choose someone who runs a Pilates studios, right? Those tenants are going to have longevity, right? Because they specialize in something and they fit the market. A bike tenant, someone who teaches golf, the specialist tenants who it's sought after, right? So in any market, there's a type of tenant and a type of property. What we will see is that you need to have a strategy to continue to invest, because if you don't invest, what will happen is that you are going to lose your current investment. So you're going to go backwards with your cash flow, and the consumer price index, so inflation is going to eat away at your investments and the buying power of your deposit. But if you buy every year, you continue to maintain your property portfolio, continue to grow your deposit, continue to grow your growth of your portfolio overall, but also the cash flow as well, right? And that's having a strategy to be able to grow in any market. In order to do that, Unicorn has come up with some really unique systems and hybrid solutions where we go, look, it's not only just about cash flow growth and uplift, which is our fundamentals, but we have hybrid strategies, short leases, tweaking the leases, doing things for the tenants, swapping tenants, bigger property, becoming small. We have so many of those little strategies that we can help you implement, and all you have to do is book in for a strategy call, and we can show you how that works as well, right? Which is really important. But the most important thing is, as you track through the journey, you got to know what works for you, right? What area is safer? Because there's certain areas that are coming out safer. For example, when we look at different areas, we're going to find there's pockets of Brisbane that is going to are doing better than even pockets of Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast. There's pockets of Brisbane that haven't had the uplift, and there's going to be areas around regional Victoria that is still upcoming, regional New South Wales that's doing pretty steadily but haven't had the growth, right? There's lots and lots of different areas, and that's about buying in any market, right? And that's having your strategy first, understanding your deposit, understanding how and where to invest, and the right returns. And of course, that's all part of what we're going to cover for you on a strategy session or one of our events. So if you click the link below, you can book in for a strategy session and you'll find out more about what we do, but also check out our book and our podcast as well, right? But going forward, strategy, but also remember, look at the tenant, look at the area you're investing in, and if that tenant suits you. For example, if you want to be investing in Adelaide, you realize that the wine industry actually bypasses that. Altogether bypasses that. It actually goes offshore. So the money is actually lost offshore, right? So you don't want to invest into that type of property when you're in South Australia. So what would you invest in? Obviously, you got to look at what the trends are. And the trends are, there's lots of education, students coming in from Southeast Asia. A lot of businesses are leaving Melbourne and moving to South Australia or creating a subsidiary in South Australia to cater for their needs, right? Plus, there's overseas skilled migrants that are going to be landing there and really building out that economy, right? So if, for example, you're looking at that, you're looking at what are the demands of these type of tenants. Is it going to be a approval of a certain premise? Is it going to be a certain type of property, which would be an office space or ground to retail? Is it in a location based, right? These are some of the researches you need to do. And of course, that's what we do here at Unicorn, right? It's about helping you moving forward to creating wealth together. So click on the link below, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you at the next video. But make sure you click the link, book in for that strategy call so we can show you where to buy your next commercial property or even your first commercial property.